Refresh. Are we back? Alive, Aleve to the rescue. More like stacking Advil and stacking ibuprofen and acetaminophen, which is okay to do. It did, but it's back. Okay, yeah, we just the whole it crapped out entirely, but now it seems to be back. I think when all's said and done here, I'm gonna have to factory reset my router. I mean, with a new connection going into it, I probably should anyway. Just to cross our T's and dot our I's. So, but yeah, we're back. At least we seem to be. But yeah, as I was saying, just been fighting arthritis flare up for the last almost week, ever since Monday. It's just like, it's not fun. Everything hurts. It's like cements in your joints, and it sucks. So it's been a very long week. My phone and Twitch keep having cat fights whenever the stream goes down. So I have a feeling that's not going to be our only interruption tonight. I think it's probably going to happen again before we get to the end. But refresh. Unfortunately, since it called that an end to stream and then a restart, where it's gonna run an ad again, but I think everyone here is subbed anyway, so shouldn't be a problem. But I'm just gonna run it now to get it out of the way. But yeah, I'm hoping tomorrow being Saturday and not really having any plans in place this weekend, that I can just try and catch up on some rest, and because that's ultimately the thing that is going to help. I mean, in all the decades I've been dealing with this, it's really the only thing I can do is just take the maximum dose of medication and go to bed. It somehow paused on my end, and I can't unpause it no matter how many times I reload. Quit out entirely and come back. All right, ad is over. We should be good for another couple hours. So, looks like we're back. Welcome back, everybody. And I know a lot of folks out there would be like, I got a new connection and it's terrible compared to my old one. Like, well, I know this isn't the connection's fault. I know it's my router kind of being confused, being connected to different upstream equipment. There we go. Why do I have to close and reopen the app? I don't know. It's stupid sometimes. But yeah, I'm hoping for a restful weekend and being able to get back on the up and up. Because, like, I'm at the point where, like, my ankle was so, like, inflamed on the inside, I can't really move my foot much in either direction, like up or down. So that sucks. I'll stop bitching. So before stream dies on us again, I think I'd like to jump on over, and I'd like to get some more time in for Lost Records. Rest is the best. Absolutely right, Simon. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for an easy weekend. And I know, like, all the driving I've done for the concerts I went to last week and everything, like the fact I drive a manual, like it's my clutch foot that's acting up, and it was all the unexpected traffic clutching I had to do that like got things irritated and sore, and ultimately led to things flaring up. But we're gonna jump on over and try to get a little more done in Lost Records. I've been waiting for it. I've been patiently waiting for it. We missed last week because, you know, your boy was in Boston. But we're just getting to the interesting bit here, as I think we're gonna learn what's in the box. What's in the goddamn box? So we'll jump on over and figure it out. Hopefully. When we last left our heroes, I think we had just gotten tickets to the Bikini Kill concert. Now, that's what it is. That's where we left off. We got to the Bikini Kill concert.
Blue Spruce, remember? You unpack the truck.
You guys will help, right?
We need an extension cord and some power.
Oh.
Let's check behind the building. Swan, Autumn, come with.
I can't believe you guys are ditching me.
We'll be right back, Nor. Ugh, it's locked.
Oh, Jizo.
Let's break it. You crazy? If we get caught doing that, we're toast. Who'd know it was us? Let's at least look around.
Oh, the show must go on. We'll open it somehow.
Yeah, let's go.
Looking back, I can't believe we tried to do this.
Yeah, I was stressed the fuck out. I was never the type to break and enter like that.
It was always hard to resist Kat's crazy ideas.
Something.
She might be dumb enough to buy it. Sounds risky. So, should I go for it?
Yeah, do it, Kat. Oh. Well, let's look around some more.
Let's look around some more.
Okay.
I'm sure we could probably find a clue.
Anything useful?
A fork?
Nope. What's in here?
Cigarettes and coffee. Fire extinguisher.
Guys, we might be able to break the lock with this.
Seriously? It's our best option. I still think there's gotta be another way.
Kurt forever.
Have you gone
Eat
behind
the
this place
rich.
before, Kat?
No.
We looked all over.
Thanks for making an effort to avoid breaking the lock.
I could tell you were worried. We need a plan if they try to kick us out.
Don't worry. If it gets bad, just sing louder.
Right.
No selling alcohol to coal miners. So in a few weeks, we get season 2 of Andor. Disney is going to be releasing 3 episodes each week on the same day. I don't even really remember the first season. Maybe I should go back and brush up on it.
We had two options. Find a way to get the combo, or break the lock.
What'd we end up doing? I can't remember.
Junker Heaven.
I'm nervous, but like, I know it's gonna be awesome.
Alright, we got all that. I assume the two options here are have Cat make the phone call or break the lock. I don't think there's... If they were numbers, that'd be one thing, but it's like an up, down, left, right pattern. So... Actually, let's take a peek. Cheeky peek up here. See you in another life, sister. But all right, let's have Cat make the call.
Hey, Kat. I think you should call Dylan.
Okay, I'll try.
Don't remember much either, but I remember it was pretty good. What I do know, Daredevil is really good, and sadly, there's only a few episodes. Oh, I know, it's been so great.
May I speak with Dylan? It's her sister, Kat. Thank you. Hey, how do I get out behind the spruce? I found this stupid lock, but it won't open.
Cat was not good at subtlety.
What? Oh, why am I going back there? It's none of your business. No. Don't come out.
Tell her you lost something.
I lost something. What'd I lose?
So blunt.
You ask so many questions. Come on, just tell me. I'm not trying to steal anything.
Thankfully, Dylan never tattled. Cat would have been so screwed.
Fuck you. No good.
Dang.
Crap. That was our best option.
It's okay. Don't give up. Let's look around and see what we can do.
Yep.
Okay.
That summer, we rarely left the comfort of those woods beyond the water tower.
Only for our concert.
I mean, there's the address, but again, this doesn't have numbers. It's just like up, down, left, and right.
I can't leave without them.
I'm not leaving. I'm looking.
No go.
Fuck.
Fuck. That's Corey's. Hurry, Swan. What's he got in there?
Careful, guys. What if he comes out?
I'll keep lookout.
Hey,
What is it?
we should try this.
Up, right,
This looks like a
left, up,
combination.
down.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Can someone write that in chat real quick? Up, right, left, up, down. Up, right, left, up, down. Up, right, left, up, down. Well, I'll try to remember it. Up, right, left, up, down. Up, right, left, up, down. Thank you, Lamp. Hey, sorry about last night. I hate it when we fight. I just want you to know that you're right. It was my fault. I shouldn't have told you off. What Kat said about you is wrong. I won't let her get between us again. I know you love me, but she was freaked out, and I freaked out too. Sometimes I feel like you don't listen to me. I know you're trying, but you really scared me last night. Let's talk about it when I'm off work. Okay? Character sheet? Does he do D&D? Looks like he does. 1 year anniversary. Ah, come on. So here's a deer hunting license. Last will and testament. Dear Corey, I'm sorry I couldn't pay off the mortgage on the house. It was my aim to leave it to you free and clear before I pass, but I guess some things just don't work out the way you hope they will. You paid off the car note, so it's all yours, and I hope you'll start driving it to work instead of riding around on that death trap all the time. Mr. Clark's a fair man, and he'll help you sort out all the papers and anything else that needs signing. I left my gold ring in the bottom drawer of the nightstand in the little box shaped like an owl. Maybe you'd like to give it to Dylan when the time comes. I know you're not as well off as her folks, but if you keep working hard, you'll be able to provide her with a good home, and that's more than a lot of men in this town can say. Oh. I mean, he's still an asshole, and that doesn't excuse any of it, but...
She's done.
Alright. Upright,
Believe
left,
Corey's
up, down.
here. I can.
Dylan, smash it, Swan. Do it.
Are you guys sure about this?
We should
Up.
try that code Swan
Right.
found. Dude, breaking
Left.
it is faster. Just relax.
Up.
You won't get caught.
If you say so.
Down. Yeah!
It worked.
That was a good idea.
I can't.
Oh, we definitely weren't supposed to be back there.
I'm so surprised we didn't get caught straight away.
Moth girl. Moth girl.
Let's hurry. Look for an extension cord and an outlet. On it.
By the way,
Hey, I found an extension cord.
Score.
Should be an outlet around here somewhere.
what's this? Jeez-o.
Okay, I go bed, having a hard time keeping my eyes open after being up for so long. Good night, HB. Good
Cord's
night.
ready. Okay, I'll run this over to Nora.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
It's not working.
Fuck. One sec. I know. Maybe there's like some switch to turn it on. Let's look. I can't believe this is such a hassle. Dylan's always complaining about how this place is falling apart. Guess I get it now.
What's Dylan do around here anyway? Is she a waitress or something?
She's been bartending here ever since she got kicked out of college.
Oh, what happened?
She got caught sneaking a boy into her dorm room.
Oh my.
That's kind of sad. She must have been really lonely to go that far.
Maybe. She's always been like that, though. She used to sneak guys into her room at home, too. She got caught once and was grounded for like a month.
Wow.
It's on! Swan, hands off. Let's go. Here, take the Bloomin' Rage stickers. Put them where everyone can see them.
On it.
I was on cloud 9. I thought I'd remember that night forever.
Things were so different back then.
Music and our bond was all that mattered.
That looks good. Cool.
This ain't the mall, girls. You lost?
Ugh, shut
One
up.
sticker left.
Oh, there.
Oh, I'll put it on the payphone. Lots of people will see it there.
You look like fucking clowns.
You're a clown.
And what's with all the gear?
None of your business.
Seriously, what is all this shit?
What does it look like?
What does it look like?
Looks like Kat's crying out for attention. Like she doesn't get enough. Hey, Kat.
Whatever it is, no.
You know Dylan's gonna be pissed at you if she sees you out here.
I don't care.
I don't believe you.
You should.
You trying to get Dylan fired? This is her job. You need to get out of here
It's
now.
showtime, guys! Just shut up.
Hell yeah.
Go! What's up, dumb fucks?
Ready?
Yeah.
Where?
Wait a minute, this sounds like rock and or roll. The graphics kind of remind me of Guitar Hero. That's awesome.
Ooh, you're just a clown. Ooh, your dick's as small as this little town.
This is wrong.
I'm not confident, 'cause you make up the
Jailbait for
in the underworld.
Someone make them stop.
Usual shit.
What the fuck are they on about?
Hey, kids, you got permission to be out here?
Of course they don't.
Where are the parents?
That's for damn sure. Turn that shit off.
Oh, so tough.
Shaking in my boots. Last warning. If I was your mother, I'd wash your mouth out. Shut the hell up.
I'll deal with them.
Seriously, Neil? You sound like my grandma. Someone should call the cops. These girls are out of line.
These girls are out of line. Aw.
What the hell? I don't know.
Get
You
out.
blew a fuse, dude.
I'll kick your ass. Shit. Fuck. Shit.
It's past your bedtime. All done.
Cat, are you insane? You're gonna hurt yourself. Seriously.
They're rocking out.
Off. You can't stop us.
What? Maybe we should bounce. Those girls were breaking and entering. I saw it. Call the cops.
Breaking and
Seriously?
entering in the parking
You
lot.
broke in? What the hell is going
Oh.
on?
The door was
Like,
open.
Ever since you met these girls, you've been acting like a total psycho.
So what? Go ahead. Tell Mom I broke in. I
Uh.
don't care.
I don't believe you. Who's playing gang leader here, huh? Fess up, or I'm calling the cops.
I broke in.
Cat did nothing wrong. Please don't
Stop
blame
it,
her.
Swan. Just fuck off,
Don't
Dylan.
tell your parents. Please.
Not surprised you're part of this, freak. I knew you were trouble.
Screw you!
Dylan, come on! Don't ruin this for me! Didn't Mom tell you to stop seeing these girls? I hate you! I hate you so much! I'm looking out for you, Cat! I'm always looking out for you! Don't you get it?
Call the
You
cops.
can't be a rock and roller, cat.
Yell at her again, and I'll knock your drunk ass on
Back
the ground.
off!
Don't talk to me
Let
like
me
that,
handle
you
this.
fucking whore.
Hey,
Corey, stop!
stay out of this.
Get these girls under control.
Hey!
Shut up!
You're out of control, and Kat, shut the fuck up already.
Fuck you.
What's his problem?
Shut your mouth.
You've got my back, Swan?
Always.
Unleash the fury!
Calm down! Shut up! Screw you!
You tell him, cat.
For the fear, the harassment, and the harm that you did! Cat?
She's unleashing the fury!
What should we do?
You'll fit in well.
Seriously, Cat! Let's just get out of here!
I'll make you scream and you'll be under my spell!
I think she's freaking out, man.
I'll be your queen of this infernal hotel!
Cat!
She fell down!
This is all your fault!
What?
She's sick!
Oh my god.
Get it?
Oh shit.
Leukemia! And
Cat, no.
We did not know that.
time.
Oh no. She's...
I knew you'd hurt her. I hate you. All of you.
Do it!
Wasn't expecting that. Don't be breaking our shit. So what's in the fucking box? So looks like, I guess we are new friend with all three of them. Oh, okay. Former friend, reacquainted. Okay, that's interesting. We picked Shadow for the cat's name. We were aggressive towards Dylan and Corey. We retrieved Autumn's keys. We decided not to drink in the past. We said the truth about our music taste. We made Nora and Kat pretend to kiss for the music video. You decided Kat was the best actress. You called the hideaway Fawn's Cursed. You suggested Nora get a nose piercing. We agreed to draw blood during the ritual. We went through the entire Bloody Mary. We wrote a song about justice. We wished for strength at the abyss. We were violent towards Corey when he tried to take Kat home. Kat did our makeup for the concert. We found a way to open the padlock without breaking it. We took the blame for planning the concert. The last note. Tape 1 completed. Holy shit, that's next week. Perfect timing. Hell yeah. That is next stream. That is okay. Okay. We're picking this up on Tuesday. The next part comes out on Tuesday. So that's, yeah, okay. That's what we're doing. That is absolutely what we're doing. Also, I want it now, goddammit. But at least we only have to wait till the next stream. I also didn't realize this was coming out in parts like this. So, well, I was expecting to be able to play more of this tonight, but well, we've played as far as we can. Do we have any extras? I don't think we went through all that. All right. Well, we got that done. And we know what we're doing on Tuesday. So maybe we'll flip around our game schedule. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. Because I want to know what's in the goddamn box. I want to know what happens to Cat. All right, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break here. We have not taken one yet. So get up, stretch, get another beverage, do what you got to do. And we'll be back in a minute, and we'll figure out what we're going to do. Figure out what we're going to do. All right, but for now, it is pee-pee time.
Alright.
And we're back. Welcome in, everybody. Anime votes for an hour of Marbies. So, yeah, my plan for tonight literally was Bloom and Rage, and we can't play anymore until Tuesday. So, my guess, well, not my guess, but my suggestion, since I am sitting here nursing this damn arthritic ankle, which is really not comfortable, is to jump over and play some Marbs now, and maybe end a little earlier than usual. I know, I was lurking. So I think that's what I'm feeling too. Is we're gonna jump over and do some Marbs and call it a bit of an earlier night, just so I can get my ankle elevated a bit, because sitting in this desk chair position just isn't comfortable. So, but we can look forward to more Bloom and Rage on Tuesday with gusto. Morbs! All right, sounds like we are in unanimous consensus here. So we will launch the Marbies and get ready to roll, which means calling all Marb stars, calling all Marb stars. It's earlier than usual, but it's time to bring your Marbs to the service desk. Plop them down on the counter, lovingly, gently, and with gusto. It's time for us to roll. It's time for us to roll. Calling all Marb stars, calling all Marb stars. Oh, yeah. He said an hour of Marbs. An hour of Marbs. I mean, sometimes these stretch on a bit, so. But maybe this means we'll do 2 Grand Prix. So we'll fire the first one up as we normally do. Oh shoot, I did this wrong. Hold on. It picked frickin' No. We accidentally did 16 Marb tracks. We're not going to do 16 Marb tracks. Doot. All right. All right, exclamation point play. Let's get those Marbs on the board. Oh, yeah. Ow, I stubbed my toe on my bed frame. Oh, that's the worst. That's the worst. A couple weeks ago, I stubbed my toe on one of the legs of my ottoman. And not only did that suck, but I also did it in such a way that it snapped my big toenail in half, like horizontally, halfway down the nail bed. That sucked. I can see people are getting in, but I can't see the Marbs. Where are we? Oh, there we are. What the? Okay, so we're starting underneath this big turd. Well, great place to be, I guess. But exclamation point play, everybody. We got 7 Marbs on the board. We got Fates, Mare Bear, Waddy, myself, Anime, Jim, and Phoenix. It may be too early for Seema, but we'll give Seema a page anyway. Paging Seema. I don't know if you're available, but we are about to roll some Marbs. Paging Seema. We are about to roll some Marbs. Oh, the Pillar of Souls from Eternal. That's better than saying it's a big poop. Okay, we're starting under the Pillar of Souls. That's better. That is better. Or it could be Lot's wife turned to salt. I'm so thankful for my foot surgery. If I hadn't done that, I would have seen sparks in my eyes when I roll. Oh, yeah, I imagine. I can only imagine. All right, we got Yanks. Oh, Yanks opening up that coveted 8th place position and the possibility of hat tricks. We got Fates, Waddy, Mare Bear, myself, Anyame, Jim, Yanks, and Phoenix on the board. Anyone else out there? It looks like shit to me. Yeah, well, tomato, potato. It can be whatever we want it to be. See, Lamp was here, but may have fallen asleep on us. We know HB has gone to bed already. Let's page Lamp. Paging Chris the Lamp. We are rolling some Marbs, so if you're still in the building, bring your Marb to the service desk and get ready to roll. Paging Lamp, paging Lamp. Well, might as well get rolling on race number 1. No need to dawdle. We're taking our time. Our world record on this course, 2 minutes and 12 seconds. Your boy starting out on an early lull, I was, but then Mare Bear stampeded on through. Trying to show us what it means to finish first. Fates and Jim jumping down to the other lane of travel. That could be beneficial. We shall see. As is Phoenix. Your boy's back in the lead up top. Oh, that may be a shortcut after all. Fates is in the lead. Jim second. Phoenix in third. Fate's got a head full of steam. It could be Fate's race to lose here. I never understood the tomato thing. Personally would use potato myself. It's easier to replicate. I call them Tommy Toes. Well, when I say tomato, potato, same thing, I'm actually quoting that 70s show. It's this bit with Fez. He says, tomato, potato, same thing. And then Hyde is like, Fez, tomato. And Fez is like, why would I say tomato? That's stupid. I don't know. It's not as funny when you explain it, but for some reason it always stuck in my head. It's just like, tomato, potato, same thing. So, that's why I say that. It's a bad joke I stole from that 70s show. Why would I say tomato? That's stupid. I'm still calling cherry tomatoes that from now on. Cherry Tommy Toes. Oh, we got Waddy, Yeets a Pizza, and stealing the 8th. Waddy getting 2/3 of the hat trick right off the bat. Yanks is up in the lead now. Fates is down to second. Your boy's in third. Grow. Okay, so this course is called The Beautiful Secret Garden. So I guess they're growing secret things in there. Waddy got her 8th. That 70s show was a bad joke. I enjoyed it back at the, at the time. And there was a moment when I was in college when we didn't have access to TV or anything, and one of our roommates left us with a couple of box sets of that 70s show, so we ended up just watching the DVDs a lot. But yeah, I mean, it's not great television, but it's amusing enough. Oh, and your boy with the W. I'm allowed to win sometimes, dang it. Yanks with the sexy silver second. Fates in third. Oh, now who's going to take fourth? Fates might be open to a trade, depending on who it is. Jim joining Waddy for Yeets a Pizza. Is it going to be Phoenix? Phoenix getting fourth? All right, and it's Phoenix for fourth. Now we're just waiting on Anya May and Mare Bear. Isn't that a hemp box? Could be. Oh, but here comes the Flames of Oblivion. Sending Mare Bear and Anya May to the fiery depths. Your boy with the W. Waddy with Waddy's 8th. All right, heck of a way to start. Let's move on to race number 2, Electric Boogaloo. Separate altering carts. Exclamation point play. Please trade Phoenix 3rd for 4th. Says Fates. But in terms of that 70s show being a bad joke, you know what's a worse joke? That 80s show. It ran for 1 season during, I think, the peak popularity of that 70s show. And if I remember correctly, it was the TV debut of what's-his-face, better known as Dennis Reynolds from Always Sunny. And the girl from Not Another Teen Movie. Like, that's who you had to carry that show. But it ran for 1 season. I think you can watch bootlegs on YouTube. I went back years later and rewatched it, and I was like, oh my god, this was bad. That 70s show. And then that 80s show. Yeah, I find it interesting about hemp. People think drugs nowadays, but George Washington had a hemp plantation in his presidency to make hemp. Oh yeah, I mean, hemp as an industrial crop is really useful. You can make rope out of it. You can make fabric out of it. You can make food out of it. And the CBD oil in the hemp is a very good anti-inflammatory and is good for chronic pain. All right, we got what looks like a Twizzler factory here to start things off. We got Fates, Yanks, myself, Anya May, Jim, Mare Bear, Waddy, Seema, and Phoenix on the board. If I didn't say your name, you're not on the board. Exclamation point play is all you got to do. Paper, yes, hemp paper as well. And it was the smear campaign done by newspaper magnate Mr. William Randolph Hearst that demonized cannabis plants because it financially would impact his interest in the paper industry and timber stocks. So he launched an absolutely bogus and super racist anti-marijuana campaign, and a lot of that misinformation is still alive and well today. All right, but I think it's just the 9 of us for now. But we're gonna be Marbin for a bit here. Hearst, his company, is responsible for the downfall of the History Channel. Oh, well, he wrecked a lot of shit, Mr. William Randolph Hearst. But let's get rolling. No jokes. Hearst Media and Disney each own 50%. Yeah, it's crazy to think that at one point in time, like, they showed history documentaries on the History Channel and talked about science and education on the Discovery Channel. And even more sciencey stuff on the Science Channel. And then every channel just became fucking reality television. And now no one watches TV. I mean, people do, but like, you know what I mean. I was like, when I was growing up, I fucking loved all that educational TV. But now I have YouTube, so that kind of makes up for it. I watched an interesting documentary YouTube video last night on the prospect of quantum immortality, which was really interesting. Where the heck did we just warp to? This is a weird course. World record on this is somehow 1 minute and 53 seconds. Okay, we're way the heck up here. We are stuck underneath this awning. All right, we're somewhere inside this biblically accurate angel. Be not afraid. I have no idea where the finish line is in this course. This is just a disco nightmare. Anya May offer Yeats a pizza, though. I think this is where we currently are. What is this? All right, Yanks joining Anya May for some Yeats a pizza and securing the 8th. But yeah, no, those fires in California, you know what caused them? There's a special reason they are so bad. It's not something everyone knows. Well, California is also supposed to burn. It's supposed to have seasonal burns. And the Native Americans knew that. But also private equity bought up fire truck interests as well. So a large amount of fire trucks were just parked and idle during the fires and were not being used. Spain, Portugal, and Greece have the same problem, but nowhere near as bad. But yeah, let's not talk about the negatives of the world. There's so much bad crap going on right now. Let's step outside of it and just focus on what good things we can find. Oh, your boy going for some Yeats a pizza, as is Seema. All right. Jesus. Now we're stuck in this thing. How did we get in here? Okay, seriously, how in the world did the camera get stuck in here? How did we even get in here? All right, I think we found a way out. This track sucks. Now we're stuck in it again. Okay, now we got to go out and around. Waddy is the winner, and that means Waddy secured a hat trick in only 2 races. Well done, Waddy.
Excellent!
A German guy lived eucalyptus trees and brought them to Cali, Liberia, and Greece. They're beautiful but loveful. Oh yeah, they have so much oil in them. All right, well, Waddy with the W, Fates with that sexy silver 2nd, Jim in 3rd, Mare Bear 4th, Phoenix 5th, your boy 6th, Seema 7th, Yank securing the 8th, and Anya May in 9th. Everyone from 4th on, also getting some delicious Yeats a pizza.
Pizza! Pizza! Let's fucking go!
Hat trick for Waddy. Well done, Waddy. So moving on to race number 3, mostly hectic celebration. Doesn't sound like a very good celebration. Exclamation point play. Let's find out. Eucalyptus is one of those smells that like I liked for a while, and then I worked a couple really crappy hotel jobs where I specifically worked inside the spas, and fucking everything in those spas was eucalyptus scented. And it got to the point where I just couldn't freaking stand the smell. And even now, like, it's like I can tolerate it, but because I was around it as part of a shit job for so long, for several years, it was just like, ugh. I also got that way when I worked in kitchens at restaurants, like, because a restaurant kitchen has a very particular, like, especially when you're in the thick of it, like a kitchen just always has the same sort of generic everything smell, and it just sticks to you. And you come out of your kitchen shift just smelling like the kitchen. And that's a smell that that took a while to forget about. Not gonna lie, Australia has some weird evolutions. Hey, what's great in an arid desert environment? Flammable sap. That's the thing with Australia, like, everything in Australia would just rather kill you. Right, mate? Alright, we got 8 marbs on the board. We had 9 last time, so we're missing someone. Alright, we got Jim, Anyume, Fates, Phoenix, Mare Bear, Wadi, myself, and Yanks. If I didn't say your name, you're not on the board. Yeah, that's probably how I feel if I work near a pool. I like the chlorine smell, but I know I despise it if I smelt it. Well, that's also the thing. Like, when I worked in the spas, I worked around the pools, but the chlorine smell was fine. That never bothered me. It was the eucalyptus oil sprays, like, that they would use in the steam rooms and everything, that just, like, it's just so pungent. But it was also, like, the only... It's because it was such a, I guess, more of a unique smell. Because you don't often encounter a place that is just reeking eucalyptus. A chlorine smell is a lot more common, so that's probably why it stuck out. Oh, it was Seema we were missing. Alright, so 9 marbs on the board now. That is our magic number currently. We have Jim, Anyume, Fate, Seema, Phoenix, Wadi, myself, Yanks, and Mare Bear. If I didn't say your name, you're not on the board, but we'd happy to have you roll with us. You just got to type exclamation point play to get on the board. The smells I never really could handle are bleach and sanitizers. The fake-ish cleanliness just never jived with me. Doctor's offices being synonymous with... And there's a specific cleaner smell that doctor's offices have too, that doesn't really smell like commercial cleaner. It's a very specific, like, industrial doctor's office sort of cleaner, which is good because you can't, like, buy that doctor's office smelling stuff for home use. I mean, you probably can, but at least it keeps it kind of unique to a place. But we got Seema leading the charge here. Anyume in second, Jim in third. Thank God for that! I also, for many years, could not stand the smell of bubblegum, because when I had eye surgery when I was 9, I chose bubblegum-scented anesthesia. And they say to pick a smell you hate, or, you know, you don't really like all that much, because you're going to come out of surgery and everything really despising the smell. And that's very true. It was many, many years before I could smell anything that was bubblegum scented without my stomach instantly wanting to turn and heave. But now, I'm fine with bubblegum scented stuff. That smell gives me migraines if I'm around it too much. Seema still leading the charge. Mare Bear, though, hot on Seema's tail, but here comes Jim as well. Still Seema's race to lose, but anything could happen when you're playing marbles on stream. Oh, and Jim didn't stick the landing. Joining Phoenix for some Yitza Pizza, but Jim securing the 8th for himself. Oh, Mare Bear scooting past Seema. Mare Bear smashing a couple family jewels on her way to finishing herself. And there she goes, Mare Bear just gently, softly rolling into the finish, showing us how it's done. There's Fates for another sexy silver. Here comes Yanks for third. For my surgery as a kid, I chose banana since that smell is so subtle you can't ignore it outside of air fresheners. Nitrous oxide doesn't have a smell, at least. Dried my throat to hell, though. Dun, dun, dun. All right, Seema in 5th, Wadi in 6th. Now we're just waiting for your boy here. Can I make it before the flames of oblivion claim me? Yeah, it's good that nitrous oxide is inert because it's very good for whipping cream as well. And it would be terrible if like whipped cream ended up tasting like something that wasn't inert. But Mare Bear, well done, showing us how one finishes first with gusto. Fate 2nd, Yanks 3rd, Anyume 4th, Seema in 5th, Wadi 6th, your boy 7th, Jim stealing that 8th on his way to some Yitza Pizza alongside Phoenix. All right, we're moving on to the penultimate race, number 4 out of 5, engrossing Sky Rave! Exclamation point play. I remember Mom got banana flavored. What was it that stuff needed for radiation scans? She hated it. Well, I think they only gave her like 2 options. It was like banana and some other flavor. I think she had like to choose between banana and something else. I don't remember what it was. Maybe mint or something weird like that. Like what a weird choice, like banana or mint. Like, I wouldn't want either. Bubblegum. Yeah, that one dose of bubblegum anesthesia is all the bubblegum medicine I need for the rest of my life, thank you. But for the most part, at least as of right now, I'm pretty okay across the board as far as like the smell of certain things is. There's also a short amount of time, this one's kind of sad, that I didn't or couldn't find joy in the smell of a campfire. But when I lived in Eden in the lake house that was freaking freezing cold with the psycho-ass landlord, and we heated primarily with a wood stove, I associated that smell of like the wood stove with being in that terrible situation. I got past that though, fortunately, because I freaking love the smell of like a bonfire and wood smoke. She said banana or bubblegum, I think. She chose banana thinking it was subtle. Unfortunately, the subtleness was actually a con since the rest of it was nasty. All right, we got 8 Marbs on the board. We're missing someone. We got Jim, Seema, Fates, Yanks, Phoenix, myself, Mare Bear, and Wadi. If I didn't say your name, you're not on the board. So again, we got Jim, Seema, Fates, Yanks, Phoenix, myself, Mare Bear, and Wadi. Sounds like dental chloride. I don't know. See, I'm trying to think of any other smells that I'm like averse to. Well, I have something of a hypersensitivity in terms of smell and taste to cilantro. I have the gene that makes it taste and smell like liquid hand soap, and it's really bad. It's really bad. There's been a few occasions where I've walked into a room where somebody was cutting cilantro and I'm just like, it's so bad. And I tried really hard for like a year and a half, like buying and making myself eat fresh cilantro and putting it in stuff and just trying to force myself to like it. Because I didn't like the fact that I didn't like it. Such a popular seasoning, but I just couldn't do it. All it did was make it easier to identify and easier to detect. So, oh well. Should have been fluoride. Oh, okay. I see what you were saying. All right, looks like it was Anya May who were missing, so I think we're all on the board now. We got Seema, Jim, Fates, Yanks, Anya May, Phoenix, myself, Mare Bear, and Waddy. Again, if I didn't say your name, you're not on the board, but I think we're all here. Our number's been 9, so let's all get rolling. Give me them soapy leaves. You can have them, Mare Bear. You can have all of them. Bet I could hide it. This thing, if there's enough other ingredients, like I'll still detect it, but I can be willing to eat it. But if it's in a large percentage, then it's a really tough sell. Like, it's pretty detectable in fresh salsa. As long as it's not too strong, I can get around it. But, yeah. But as an ingredient in some things, like a small ingredient in other things, I'll still detect it. I'll still know it's there. I'm like, yep, there's cilantro in here. Power through it. Again, like I wish it tasted fresh and clean and however it tastes to those other people, but I can't get past the soap. I just can't. Oh, Waddy bouncing off the board. Can you stick the landing? Oh, just misses. Waddy offers some pizza. Oh, now me and Mare Bear duking it out to see who can finish first. Oh, but here comes Yanks and Seema. Oh, we get slowed down by Ann Iva's curler down there. Could be a great equalizer. We shall see. Kablamo! Oh no! And then me and Mare Bear detonating prematurely and tapping out. As did Yanks and Seema. And there goes Jim as well. Only Anya May, Phoenix, and Fates remain. Anya May going for a ride around the spinneroonies. Oh, Anya May getting kicked out the back. Now only Fates and Phoenix remain. Who is it gonna be? Well, so far it's Fates. If Fates can hold on for one more day. Oh, and Phoenix off the board as well. Phoenix, with Phoenix gone, Fates is our last hope. Fate's going to get all the points. Oh, just has to drop into that finish, and Fates has it made. Oh, almost rolled off the side there. Fates and the ice cream sandwich marb pulling it off. Happens to the best of us. Yeah, and then you just recharge and you go again. But well done, Fates. Well done, ranking in all those points. Rest of us offer Yitza Pizza. All right, moving on to the last race of this Grand Prix. Rocky Pleasing Drive! Exclamation point. A play. I clicked join. Where the heck's my marb? Oh. I'm at the back of the line with all the cool kids. Exclamation point play, everyone. Last race of this Grand Prix. That sounds sexy. Recharging and going again. Ooh. Or the Rocky Pleasing Drive. The Rocky Pleasing Drive, of course. I don't know what I hate more, cilantro or unnecessary celery. Why does humanity seem to have an obsession with celery and tuna salad? It has no so celery actually does as an aromatic, provide a pretty essential flavor. But the way around it that I have discovered, especially if I'm like making potato salad to be eaten by folks with issues with celery, is to run the celery through a grater, which takes all of the plant matter out and just leaves basically the celery juice, which actually provides something of a very faint oniony, garlicky sort of, also salt watery element to it. It's hard to describe, but once you identify, like, okay, this is what celery is bringing to the table, and you know how to use it in small amounts without like the fibrous, chunky crunchiness of it that a lot of people don't like, then it can go a long way in providing a really specific flavor to round things out. I like celery though, in pretty much every form. I've always been a celery fan. I love pickles and chips and tuna occasionally, but I can taste those. Yeah, it's really the liquid in the celery that's where you're getting stuff. But it's so fibrous and I know there's some folks that don't like it because of how stringy it is, and that's understandable too. I could never get into celery. I'm saying, like, anytime any of these folks out here who are averse to celery, try the box grater trick. Like, shred it, even like put it in a cheesecloth or even a paper towel, and just like wring the celery juice out of it. And then throw the plant matter away. That little bit of celery juice will impart a certain something into, say, your potato salad or your pasta salad or your tuna salad that you won't necessarily taste and identify as celery, but because without the the crunchy celery fibery texture of it, it's harder to identify. So it's worth a shot. That's actually how I modified my potato salad once when Waddy was up visiting, because Waddy also is averse to celery, and I was like, just bear with me here, and so I went that route of just using the celery juice. For me, I love celery by itself with ranch or something, but buying tuna at a gas station, taking a bite, and suddenly feeling like I bit into a meaty ice cube. That's an image, a meaty ice cube. Celery and normal dill pickles have a unique aspect of being technically negative calories. It takes more calories to digest it than what you get from it. What's another good way to get that celery flavor without having to eat celery? Is if you go into the spice section, you can buy just celery seed, and they're about the size and shape of poppy seeds, but they have that like slight oniony, garlicky thing that celery brings to the table aromatically. All right, we got 7 Marbs on the board. We're missing a couple folks here because 9 is our magic number. We got myself, Jim, Fates, Anya May, Mare Bear, Phoenix, and Seema. We're missing Waddy. And who else? There's Waddy, and then I think Yanks is the other one. Sorry, no worries, Waddy. Celery salt as well. Yes, that is another great option to have that something without it being actual whole ass celery. I prefer celery seed to celery salt just because I like to salt specifically myself. Just like I'm not a fan of garlic salt or onion salt, but I like garlic powder or onion powder. Iceberg lettuce is the same sort of issue for me. If I'm not expecting it, it's like bit into an ice cube with plant matter in it. Yeah, I think, well, iceberg has its place as either like just generic bulk, or it's also really good as just holding another ingredient that you want to be able to eat with your hands. I like using it as like little bowls to put like tuna salad in, and then just like use it as a wrap. It doesn't sit in the belly as heavy as using an actual wrap does. So my emergency brain MRI I had this morning turned up with nothing. Well, kind of like when I've been telling my doc I have arthritis in my hips and the x-ray showed nothing. Well, I guess on the plus side, it's good. Like, there's the positive spin of, well, it's good it showed nothing, but that also doesn't leave you with any answers. So, I hope that, yeah, it doesn't help you either. Yeah, exactly. So, while we are happy that there was no big horrible thing found, we are hopeful that they're able to keep looking and they are able to get to the bottom of whatever the problem is. Iceberg is at least relatively cheaper than the fancier lettuce. Mom always called it poor man's gourmet. And there's some things that like I really only like iceberg with. Like if I'm making a taco salad or something, I've tried it with other lettuces and it kind of needs to be iceberg. You need that crunchy water for like, white people taco night vibe. Cuz romaine just doesn't really work, doesn't hit the same. That it makes it seem too close to a Caesar, I guess. Or like if you're using butter lettuce, it's like, well, okay, bougie, what do you know? I like butter lettuce, but like it's wasted on something like a taco salad. Sometimes you just want that crunchy water. All right, well, we're missing Yanks. I don't know if we'll have Yanks for this last race. So we got about 10 seconds. We're going to get rolling. We're going to turn around and do another Grand Prix here, just as we said we would. We might as well finish this one up. All right, we got a bunch of family jewels down here. We're going to have to smash our way through. Kablamo! Holy crap, that was a kablamo. Fates! Just... Okay, stampeded towards the Yitza Pizza and stealing that 8th. But that means Fates got the hat trick. Well done on the hat trick, Fates. I don't think you had already unlocked it, so there you go. And then joining Fates for Yitza Pizza is Seema and Phoenix. Fates, how dare! I remember at Johnson feeling like garbage. Mom thought I was faking it and threatened the doctor since I was so afraid of doctors and bit the bullet. Later. Turns out mono. Thank God you can only catch it once in your life. I was so lethargic. Trick. Yeah, that's one I'm fortunate I never caught. Of course, with having to deal with asthma and arthritis and all these other things, like... Oh, now your boy's the only one left on the course. Everyone else getting kablamo de Yitza Pizza. Oh no, will your boy make it or will he be joined? Oh, nope. I'm throwing in the towel. Yitza Pizza for everyone.
Pizza! Let's fucking go!
But now we have to head on over to Victory Valley, see who stands tall and proud and is going home with all the gold, glory, and bragging rights from this Grand Prix. And in third place, going home with the bronze, we've got...
Excellent!
Waddy! That's supposed to be applause. Please clap. Well done, Waddy. And at second place, going home with silver. Sexy silver. We've got... Yanks! Hey, missed the last race and still got the sexy silver. Well done, Yanks. And in first place, going home with all the gold, glory, and bragging rights is none other than the most...
Excellent!
Fates! Well done, Fates on the W. That's a pretty massive one as well. 116 points, 1 dub, and a hat trick. Showing us how it's done. Yank second, 50-0. Waddy third, 46-1. Your boy in fourth, 37-2. 2 wins, but still only getting fourth. Mare Bear fifth, 31-1. Jim sixth, 29-0. And a 3-way tie for 7th, 8th, and 9th between Phoenix, Seema, and Anya May. Seema, how dare! Sim! Welcome in, Sim. What did you miss? We finished the first chapter of Bloom and Rage. Apparently, chapter 2 drops on Tuesday. I didn't realize they were releasing it episodically. So, I am adjusting our schedule. So, we will be jumping in on Tuesday as on the day that chapter 2 releases. So, I'm pretty stoked for that. Hat trick in first. Woo! Yes! And since I was expecting to play more of that game today, we were like, well, what are we going to do now? It was requested that we do an hour's worth of Marbs. So we finished Grand Prix number 1, and now we're going to play Grand Prix number 2. So you're just in time to race a Grand Prix with us. Doot. All right, moving on in to Grand Prix number 2, race number 1. Exclamation point play. What did you think of the first chapter? We finished it, enjoyed it a lot. Oh, it took a while to get going, but then once everything sort of clicked into place, yeah, I absolutely hooked by it. But I'm like, I'm super relieved that I only have to wait till Tuesday to jump into the next chapter. So I'm like, well, I guess having it delayed, because we started it on the day it released, but of course missed some streams and did some other things. So my gameplay of it was pretty slow, but I guess it timed out perfectly, because now we get to jump in on Tuesday with chapter 2, and I'm super stoked. But like, what happened to Kat? Oh, I mean, we know. Fucking leukemia. But what's going to happen to her? What's going to happen to us? And what's in the goddamn box? So curious to see where they take the story from here. Yes, me too. They teased that that MacGuffin of a box the whole goddamn time. What's in the goddamn box? If it's a severed head, I'm going to be very upset. All right, well, exclamation point play, everyone. You wanted an hour's worth of Marbs, you're going to get it. What's in the box? What's in the goddamn box? And who is from? Oh, I thought it was implied that Kat sent them the box. Right? Gwyneth Paltrow's head. All right, we got Jim, Sim, Seema, myself, Phoenix, Anyame, Mare Bear, Waddy, and Fates on the board. Who's your favorite character? That's... Honestly, I think Kat might be my favorite character, because of the group, she's kind of this wild card. She wasn't initially my favorite, but as she got like more bombastic and like out there, I was like, oh, she's kind of fucking crazy. Seema did it, made it through 12 days and 110 hours. You're now home and this nightgown feels awesome. Well done, Seema. Well done. She's intense, but like, yeah, exactly. Also, it's a little bit weird playing this game as well, because like the character we're playing in the game, she looks almost exactly like my older sister did when she was that age. Like, she has the exact same like facial structure and everything. It's kind of weird. It's almost like we're playing this game as my older sister. I know segmented games makes it better for developers, but the fans have to wait. Final Fantasy VII Remake, Deltarune, you're waiting years. Deltarune got 3 and 4 on Switch 2 launch day, which is interesting timing. Yeah, I'm glad we don't have to wait too long for the next chapter. And while part of me wishes, drop the whole game at once, build anticipation, doing it chapter at a time. I see it. I get it. I thought about mentioning that, but chose not to. I'm glad I wasn't the only one. But yeah, like, definitely like the face shape and the freckles and everything. Like the teenage version of her, like, yeah, looks a lot like her. But in terms of the rest of the character group and everything, I think Kat would be my favorite, just because she's so like, gah, and apparently it's so central to the story, at least where we're at right now. Because it didn't seem like it was going to be that way. Switch to I want it, but it's going to be the first time the government fucks my wallet directly. Yep. Yeah. I think of all the launch games and everything they teased, I think the one that I'm most like interested about and would push me to want to get it on launch day would probably be Metroid Prime 4, in all honesty. Like, I appreciate the stuff they're adding to Mario Kart for the new Mario Kart, but I don't know. Of everything they showed, like, I'm most intrigued by Metroid Prime 4. Especially, like, being able to turn the new Joy-Con sideways and use it as a mouse. That's going to be neat. Which is interesting, because, like, when I play Planet Crafter here on stream, I'll use the mouse like in my right hand as I normally would, but I'll use the controller and move with the thumbstick and everything. And that's exactly how they're showing people playing Metroid Prime 4 in that teaser, is like, you use the thumbstick Joy-Con in your left hand and you use the other one like a mouse. And I'm like, that's how I play Planet Crafter. I would love to play Metroid Prime in that same way. Holy crap, Yeet's a Pizza for almost everyone here. And Phoenix, Yeet's a Pizza stealing that 8th. This is a cruel course here. Oh shit, only me and Sim remain. But with the pegboard and the swing of doom here, I don't think anyone's making it past. I'm totally a swan. Awkward hippie nerdy lady. She's so nice though. She's so sweet. She's a great protagonist. She has so much empathy and self-awareness that it makes her like natural. Like, it's so natural for her character to really be the driving factor behind this story. I love Nora right now. She reminds me so much of my sister, both when we were that age and now that we're the age that they are in the present. Yeah, at first Nora was my favorite until like we started like. Until Kat started opening up, and I'm like, okay, Kat's kind of wild. Kat kind of reminds me of when I was growing up. My best friend was a girl a lot like Kat. Her name was Leslie. She lived across the street from my grandparents' house, and people used to give us a lot of shit because, like, oh, your best friend is a girl, huh? And I was like, shut up, you're stupid. But like, she was that same kind of like, kind of wild card with way too much energy. And But all right, eats a pizza for everyone on race number 1. But like our friendship dynamic, it worked really well because like me being awkward, shy, and quiet, and her being like bombastic and extroverted, and it worked. It worked for us. We balanced each other out, and she is missed. All right, let's move on to race number 2, Whispering Rainbow Galaxy! Exclamation point play. Yeah, there was 3 of us kids in that neighborhood, which was otherwise just all old people and working professionals. There was me, Leslie, and then when we were teens, this kid Justin moved in on the other side of the street. But in the years since, both Justin and Leslie tragically passed away in different ways. So of that group and of everyone really at that point in time, I'm the only one left, and that's kind of weird to think about. But exclamation point play, everyone. Thought Metroid Prime 4 was holiday. My jaw dropped at the game. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I'm super stoked for is the GameCube edition to Switch Online. Fire Emblem Path of Radiance is $300, $40 for Wind Waker, POR, and XD, and Coliseum. Shut up and take my money. Console itself, though, that's tougher to get. Definitely not getting it until winter, at least. All right, we got... I'm going to move the camera a little bit. There we go. All right, we got Phoenix, Sim, myself, Jim, Seema, Fates, Anyame, and Wadi. If I didn't say your name, you're not on the board. But yeah, I think part of what really hooked me with Bloom and Rage is also like the time period it takes place in, because like, yeah, I was these kids' age at this time when this stuff was going on, and it's like it's the perfect bit of nostalgia to be like, I understand, I grew up in this time, I know what it was like then, and I know what and then them coming back together as adults, and it's like, man, you don't feel like all that time has changed and passed and moved on, but it has. Did anyone else get an email that said our information on Stream Elements may have been compromised? I haven't. When did you get that? Is that a recent thing? So much nostalgia. I was an early 2000s teenager, though. Yeah, I was like mid to late 90s. I mean, I graduated high school in 2003, so I was right about the right age of these characters. Maybe a couple of years younger. I find it kind of scummy that they're upping game prices to $80. That's a fifth the price of the... Yeah. It's unfortunate, it really is. But I feel like it's going to be an arms race to see who can attempt to sell the most expensive game, because you have Nintendo out here being like, it'll be $80, and then Rockstar is going to be like, hold my beer, $100 for GTA 6 Basic Edition. You're right between my brother and I then. My brother graduated 2000 and I was 2009. Yeah, my older sister was 2000, I was 2003. And then my younger siblings was 2005. And then 2008, 2009, I'm not sure. Fortunately, that's not happening. Whales exist. They'll only come down if people don't pay for it. I mean, if no one has any money, then what are you going to do? All right, let's get rolling here. I think we're missing someone, but I don't know. We're not going to wait all night. We got Sim, Phoenix, Jim, myself, Seema, Fates, Anyame, and Wadi. Sure, they're slowly dying out because money. My sister would have been full bloom and rage, though she graduated in 95. That's true, yeah. Oh, and there's Mare Bear slipping right in as we start. That's who we were missing. Our world record on this course, 3 minutes, 11 seconds. Doubting when you're looking back at my teen years all too fondly. Well, the thing when you get to be our age, it isn't necessarily looking back on like being a teenager. It's the reminder of the things around you that's where the nostalgia gets you. Like her using a VHS camcorder. Like, that's nostalgic to me. Or like watching TV shows where you see like old packaging of products, like period accurate soda cans or potato chip bags, and it's like, I remember that design. And just little things like that. Or like sort of certain fashion. It's like, I wore those pants. Holy shit, they're wearing Jinkos. Kids these days are wearing Jinkos now. They're coming back, and that means I can buy them again. And I am taking full advantage of it. But looking back at like, being 13, 14, 15, like a lot of it sucked. It really sucked. I don't think anybody's romanticizing like who you were at that time, but just the stuff around you, the pop culture stuff. Anyame eats a pizza. And the music as well, is super big. Movies, TV shows, commercials. And even like early internet stuff is now super nostalgic, like Homestar 1.0. And there'll be other things like you'll be like, oh man, remember this thing that was super cool when I was growing up, and then no one remembers it. Well, Pepperidge Farm remembers. It's you notice how like how relevant some stuff was to you in your life when you're looking back years later and like, wow, that kind of helped shape me into the person I am. And I wouldn't have realized it until I have the perspective of time. Music is the soundtrack of your life. Damn right. And like the 94, 95, the music that came, like the music, the alt rock, the post grunge, the stuff that came out in 94, 95, like that had a huge impact. That music had a huge impact on me. Green Day, Smashing Pumpkins, Melancholy, Infinite Sadness. Our Marbs are going all over the place here. Someone's got to start going in the right direction. All right, and it's Fates. Fates has taken the lead. My nostalgia's been strange, like time capsules. For me, it's the Smash 4 reveals and Switch lifespan. I haven't really had a community I grew up in. If you spend your youth as a Ronin, you never really knew how to root correctly. That's true. I don't think I would miss high school, but I've been thinking about my teenage group of friends a lot. If I could go back with this knowledge, I would. I know exactly what you're saying, and I kind of feel the same way. Like, I don't necessarily miss high school, but like, I'll think of some of the people that I went to school with, whether they were in my friends group or not. And like, I've known, like, especially over the last year or so, I'll think of a random person and be like, man, I remember that person. But like, a lot of the people I went to high school with, like, none of them are on social media, so I have no idea what these people are up to. I'm still a good chunk of my friend group. We're still connected, but like people I wasn't necessarily like old acquaintances or so that I maybe didn't have that sort of connection with. I may think of once in a while and be like, I wonder what happened to them. I like Siamese Dream more. This track is giving Rainbow Road vibes. Fuck, I went back, I'd test out. All right, but Fates with the W. Well done. Seema 2nd, Waddy 3rd, Phoenix 4th, Marebear 5th, Sim 6th, Jim 7th, ya boy stealing the 8th, Andy Eats a Pizza. No hiding it there, and Anya May 9th. I love all the music CP Geek introduced me to. I would have missed Nirvana, can you imagine? That's wild. Never really had friends, so my memories come from personal experiences or family mostly. That's why games, music, and YouTube are my memories. Yeah, and that's why we can't compare our journeys to other people's as well. Awesome bamboozling background is this next chorus! ! Play. But it's also fun to, like, as an adult, if you meet someone relatively your age, when you can be like, hey, so, you know, we grew up about the same time. Did you ever watch Homestar Runner growing up? And you can bond over proto memes and stuff like that and be like, holy shit, I haven't thought about that in years. Dude, I have random dreams about some people we went to high school with, and I'll go find them. A lot still seem shallow like they were back in the day. Yeah, I'm not surprised, like, considering, you know, where it was geographically, where we went to school, and a lot of the people of that geographical mindset that we went to high school with. I'm not surprised. But !Play, everybody. I still just think it's really weird that our class has never had a reunion, but classes before us and classes after us have. It just seems weird. Because, like, I would go. Just morbid curiosity more than anything else, but, like, I haven't even had the option to be like, I'm not going to go, because there wasn't and hasn't been. We're freaking 20 years has passed and there's never been one. God. Well, we'll see if there's a 25th in, 2028? Would that be the year? I wouldn't. I hated most of our class, and that's fair. That is fair. I try not resenting the past, or especially people I didn't really have a choice, but moving every year really screwed me up in my modern day self. I didn't know how to handle constant interaction thanks to the internet, specifically Discord. And yeah, that is true. And there was quite a few of the years when I was growing up too that we were going to a different school every year, and it sucked because you couldn't plant roots. You'd make friends somewhere, and then you'd move again. And then you'd have to start all over. But !Play! We got Sim, myself, Seema, Waddy, Marebear, Fates, Rickshaw Tom, Anya May, and Phoenix on the board. If I didn't say your name, !Play. How many did you miss? This is number 8. So we actually got to the end of the chapter of Bloom and Rage. I didn't realize that it was a game being released by chapter. So we finished chapter 1 and we had all this extra time. So folks said, let's do an hour of Marbs. Fuck! A whole Grand Prix where I got a hat trick. Exactly. And when you're socially awkward, it's even worse. Never mind knowing it might not last. Yep. Course, and then also no one ever really prepares you for, like, building a social life once you're out of school, be that high school or college. You're like, okay, now I am an adult in the world. and nobody knows how to meet people. Rickshaw Tom gave a purty lady his number. Speaking of socially awkward. Well, good job doing the thing, Top. All right, 9 Marbs on the board. Phoenix, Waddy, Seema, myself, Sim, Anya May, Rickshaw Tom, Fates, and Mare Bear. If I didn't say your name, you're not on the board. I think we're missing Jim. And then that'll be everyone who's been rolling on this Grand Prix. So if you're still out there, Jim, exclamation point play. But it's getting to that point where I'm not surprised if people are starting to fall asleep. All right, let's get rolling here. Well, aside for that one hiccup, our new multi-gig fiber has been performing pretty well. All my OBS settings are basically maxed now. So that's good. Did you woo her with your comedy? Asks Mare Bear. Oh, and Jim got in just as the race started. Whoo, right under the gun there. I'm an adult who only really used to my own company when doing my hobbies and stuff on a regular basis. That's been the case for 14 years, I think. It was the case then. It's almost the same situation now, only differences are the years. And talking with Carmen Legala, apparently she also suffers from everybody hates me syndrome. And if someone as funny, talented, pretty as she is feels that way, there's no reason to think any of our feelings that way are founded. Yeah, that is true, because she is hilarious and she is very attractive. So if she has those dowdy feelings, then what hope is there for the rest of us? All right, Seema leading the chart. Oh, if Waddy had stuck the landing. But Waddy offers some Yitza Pizza. Seema in the lead. Still working, been on road it since at least 2. Wow, Mare Bear, you're in for the long haul. Hope things are going well. Actually, we bonded after both doing social work. Oh, that's cool. I'm at $265 going until they kick me off, which is 12 hours of being... I didn't realize there was like a time limit to doing that. I mean, I guess it makes sense. It's probably a liability if people were like, I've been driving Uber for 32 hours straight. And then they cause a big accident. So that makes sense. That makes sense that there would be a time limit to that. That's when you switch from Uber to Lyft. Oh, and Sim eats a pizza and stealing the 8th as well. Waddy, Seema, and Sim offers him eats a pizza. Good for you, but don't forget to take a break when you need to rest. Absolutely, Seema. Oh, Anya May rolling towards the finish, getting past all those paddle wheels. Just have to make the final drop. Anya May with the W. Here comes Fates for that sexy silver. Fates has been doing good with the sexy silvers tonight. Oh, here comes your boy. Gonna round out the top 3. Maybe. There we go. Mare Bear also getting some Yitza Pizza. Myself, Heckler is like Statler and Waldorf in the top box. For years I've been Fozzie. Now I'm trying to remind myself that he's a bear. It was wonderful. Bravo. That was great. I love that. Well, it was pretty good. Yeah, there's parts of it I didn't like. That was pretty terrible. That was awful. Oh, get him away. Oh, boo, boo. That wasn't half bad. Nope, it was all bad. Oh, ho, 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 ho. But Anya May with the W. Well done. All right, moving on to the penultimate race. Number 4 out of 5 out of Grand Prix number 2. Thrilling Lollygagging Gauntlet. Nice. Lollygagging. Good word choice there. Exclamation point play. Yeah, trying to make up for the days I didn't reach my quota. I'm hungry though, so I'm gonna head to go for lunch break. Get something tasty, Mare Bear. Eric, how was the drink? I had to go back to work, so I didn't see if you enjoyed it. So the passion fruit au guava from the Polar Summer Collection, extremely good. I'm calling it right now. This is my favorite one from the Summer Collection, even though this is only the second one of them I've had. But it's so good. I love passion fruit. I love guava. The blend of them is fantastic. This is just really good. I'm going to be drinking the crap out of these this summer. As long as I can get them. My favorite joke of theirs. That's what they call a medium sketch. A medium sketch? Well, it wasn't rare, and it certainly wasn't well done. Bo ho 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 ho! Glad it was an enjoyable experience for you. Yeah, it's nice to have good tasting things every now and then. Not everything has to be a horrible experience. What are you drinking? What are you drinking? The next offering in Polar's summer seltzers. This one is passion fruit au guava. Guava. And it's really good. It's very tropical. Did you know Jim Henson was one of the... Well, I mean, they were Muppets, so of course he was. What a horrible experience that is. I've got something in my eye. What a horrible experience this is. Wish I could remember that comedian's name. I love guava. Yeah, add a little passion fruit to it. Just tastes nice and tropical. All right, we got Fates, Mare Bear, Rickshaw Tom, Waddy, myself, Phoenix, Anyume, Sim, and Jim. If I didn't say your name, you're not on the board. But I think 9 is our number. I don't think we've gotten to 10 yet. Well, it was Frank Oz for most diverse. Jim Henson only did Kermit and Waldorf consistently. That's fair. Yeah, I think 9 is our number, but we'll do roll call once more, and then we will roll. It is getting late here. We got Phoenix, myself, Waddy, Mare Bear, Fates, Rickshaw Tom, Jim, Sim. Did I start on Anyume? Anyume, Phoenix, myself, Sim, Jim, Rickshaw Tom, Mare Bear, Fates, and Waddy. Okay, if I didn't say your name, you're not on the board. Animal, can't forget him. Animal! It was Frank Oz for... Oh, I read that. Oz did Fozzie, Ms. Piggy, a few background ones. Beaker's one of my favorites, says Sim. All right, let's get rolling. My favorite Muppet-related thing, some people forget, is like a Jim Henson thing, is Labyrinth. When I was really little, my dad went through a period where he was like super into Fraggle Rock. I don't really remember that time. It was around the like where memories start being hard-coded. So there's a lot of it I don't really remember, but around that same time, when my dad was really into Fraggle Rock, there was they had a McDonald's promotion where they had Fraggle Rock toys and all the Happy Meals. So my dad used to take us to McDonald's just to get us Happy Meals, just so he could take the toys. And he did. He took our toys and kept them for himself. We got Waddy leading the charge here. W could stand for Waddy, folks. We shall see. There's still a ways to go, though. 2 minutes, 7 seconds world record on this course. Animal eat drums. No, animal beat drums. Oh, we rhyming names now. Oh, Sim and Jim, yeah. Oh, to burst some bubbles, the Swedish chef was speaking absolute nonsense, just gibberish in a fake Nordic accent. What? Although I do have a Muppet-related core memory, and that's in the late 80s, there was a string of commercials with the Swedish chef because the Swedish chef had his own breakfast cereal called Crunchy Stars. And it was a series of commercials where the Swedish chef was trying to make his cereal and he was beating the dough for the cereal with a rolling pin, but the dough grabbed onto the rolling pin and it hit the Swedish chef in the head with it, and he started seeing stars. And yes, they were stars, Crunchy Stars. And the commercials would end, yes, Crunchy Stars. Oh, scrumptious. I may have to pull one of those up when we get to the end before we end stream here. Bork, bork, bork. We may have to watch some Crunchy Stars commercials. All right, Anya May leading the charge here. Waddy, Fates, and Rickshaw Tom have gotten Yitza Pizza. Rickshaw Tom also stealing that 8th with his slice of Yitza Pizza. Jim hitting the ramp, sticking the landing. Anya May could still have this one in the bag. We shall see. I love the Swedish chef. My favorite Muppets moment is in A Muppets Family Christmas when Swedish chef is trying to kill Big Bird to roast him for Christmas. That's so good. Oh, and Sim out of nowhere stealing the W. I don't even know where the heck you came from, but Sim with the W. All right, Twitch is playing an ad, unfortunately, so my apologies if you're being inundated by advertising. Go, me, go. All right, Phoenix with a sexy silver, Jim 3rd, Anya May 4th, your boy in 5th, Mare Bear 6th. Now just waiting for Seemaw. Birdie Bird Humongo. Labyrinth is my childhood once I could watch it. Jarrett's first appearance gave me nightmares as a kid. All right, but Sim with the W. Well done. We got one more race here. One more race. So, last call for almost strenuous battle. Exclamation point play. Get those marbs on the board. We are going to close the store. You'll be locked in until Tuesday. Last call. Bring your final purchases to the service desk. Plop them on the counter alongside your marbs. Thank you for shopping at Ames. And don't forget to check the end cap to bring home your own box of Swedish Chef's Crunchy Stars. Oh, scrumptious. Mom had a very hard time getting me to initially watch some movies. The Goblin Stealing Toby, then The Man in the Iron Mask, and Dwarf Goes Fishing. Oh man, I forgot about those dwarf movies. Now, the two movies that most summed up my childhood was Labyrinth and Disney's Robin Hood, the animated one with the foxes. All right, ad break's almost over. Okay, says ad break is over. Welcome back. My apologies for that. That was out of my control. If I could turn them off, I would. My favorite quote from Man in the Iron Mask. Kidney stones. Hurts when I piss. Hurts when I shit. I'm going to hang myself as soon as I'm sober. All right, we got 8 Marbs. That means we're missing someone. We rolled with 9 last time. All right, we got Sim, Waddy, Mare Bear, Jim, Phoenix, Seema, myself, and Anya May. Exclamation point play. Looks like we're missing Rickshaw Tom. We're missing Fates. Robin Hood, key furry bait. Okay, the red. I've typed out the saga of my week from hell. It's going to take several messages to get through, so bear with me. All right, Anya May. Building we live in was sold, and all tenants are being kicked out before 7/1. Oh, that's shitty. 2, surgery got scheduled for 4/18, then promptly postponed because the surgeon wants a CT scan first and a new auth to encompass everything I was told would be included in the surgery. Ugh. 3, the pending surgery length of recovery has been the reason why I've not applied for or obtained a full-time job. The part-time contract work I'm doing from home has been perfect. 4, Monday morning I was advised that my contract term is going to be ending 4. Oh, fuck. 5, we now have a buyer broker helping us find a house, and the housing market still sucks ass. Interest rates went over 7% today. Oh, geez. We have applied for a mortgage but can only use Hub's income, so it makes the search even harder because we can't spend as much as we would otherwise be able to afford. 7, I had 2 really strange episodes that took me to my primary care. She ordered the emergency MRI this morning because she thinks I may have experienced mini strokes. I know, fun, right? Ugh. When reading about the symptoms of mini strokes, it would also explain what happened last year with my left eye losing focus randomly. Some hamster dance. So could have been going on for a year or more, but we now know the MRI came up with no answers, so no fun. Pretty sure I'm missing something, but that's the gist. Well, geez, when it rains, it pours. That, yeah, like, my week wasn't a lot of fun, but like, oh, well, everybody send hearts, hugs, and loves to Anya May. Because that's tough. That's a heck of a week. All right, looks like we got our 9 Marbs here. So we got Mare Bear, Jim, Phoenix, Seema, myself, Anya May, Rickshaw Tom, Sim, and Waddy. I think we're still missing Fates, though. So sorry to hear that. Anya May says, Fates, hope things are on the up and up soon. Yes, we are now before we're ready. Otherwise, we move to the in-laws and live with them until we're ready. Well, we do what we got to do. Even when it sucks and is less than ideal, but we're sending you hugs and loves and good vibes and positive energies, so we're hoping it goes smoother and easier for you. All right, there's Fates on the board, so let's get rolling. This is our last race, so we'll do roll call once more, and if I don't say your name, you're not on the board, and we will roll without you. So we got Anya May, Rickshaw Tom, Fates, Sim, Waddy, Mare Bear, Jim, Phoenix, Seema, and myself. Oh yeah, I was also diagnosed ADHD, so more meds. Fates has been to the gym twice this week. I'm going shopping Sunday and have job counseling Monday. That's going to suck, but it's nothing in comparison. Faith, I am almost home and deciding if it's too late to start one. You mean like what? Are you saying getting home and starting your own stream? Is that what you're saying? Like you did on Tuesday, you want us to raid over to you? Hope you find meds that work for you. All right, 2 minutes, 22-second world record on this course. All right, we got warp points to everywhere. Where the heck are we going? Okay, here we are. And we got these Nickelodeon colors again. The purple and the slime green. We're just lacking the bright orange. My speech to text picked up you saying faint and thought you said faith. But you gotta have faith, faith, faith. Well, if you're back and you've got it fired up, by the time we're piecing on out, then sure, we'll raid on over there. We got Seema leading the charge here, I think. No, it's Wadi. Wadi is leading. There's multiple levels of travel here. So W could stand for Wadi in our final race here. Wadi, though, really making a run for it. There is a deadly laser down here, so you got to be careful. Wadi making it through the deadly laser like it ain't even there. If you want to talk or just vent, feel free to send a message on Discord or Messenger, says Fates. She put me on Stratera. Aside from the first day I was on it and had repeated panic attacks and later felt like I was trying to jump out of my skin. Ugh. Otherwise, it seems to be working. Well, I'm glad it does seem to be working. That sounds like a terrible first day. But if it balances out and works, then yay. Alright, Wadi's still leading the charge. She has to get through the painful swings. I may try meds for ADHD again, but only if I get a decent doctor that isn't just going to pile SSRIs. Alright, the finish is in sight. Wadi's still in the lead, but Seema's closing the gap. Phoenix eats a pizza. And there's Wadi. Last race. W stands for Wadi, folks. Took about a week to notice any differences. Seema getting that sexy silver. I say Fate's ending up in the top 3 once again. Fate's having a pretty good run these Grand Prix. All right, here comes Mare Bear for 4th. Sim going for Yeets a Pizza. Anya May Yeets a Pizza stealing the 8th as well. Oh no, it's the Flames of Oblivion. Bawadi with the W. Seema 2nd. Fates 3rd. Mare Bear 4th. Everyone else Yeets a Pizza. It's okay, we have a pact. Are you aware that there's pretty colors from the lights in the living? I noticed that when I took my bathroom break. I just haven't messed with that. I don't know why that one turned on, but my lights were being stupid. And I still think none of them are. Let's see. Well, now we're back to just one of them not cooperating, so I don't know. All right, but let's head on over to Victory Valley, see who stands tall and proud, going home with all the gold, glory, and bragging rights. In 3rd place, going home with LeBrons, we've got Seema! And in 2nd place, going home with silver, sexy silver, is Wadi! And in 1st place, with all the gold, all the glory, and all the bragging rights, is none other than the most
excellent
Fates! That's 2 for 2 for Fates. Well done. Again, another massive victory for Fates. 108 points, 1 dub. Wadi 2nd, 73-1. Seema 3rd, 72-0. Sim 4th, 48-1. Anya May 5th, 45-1. Phoenix 6th, 39-0. Jim 7th, 30-0. Ya boy stealing the overall 8th because someone's got to do it, 28-1. And then Rickshaw Tom and Mare Bear rounding things out there, 9th and 10th respectively. But again, we are all excellent on this blessed day. So a nice round of applause and a slice of Yeesa Pizza as a consolation prize. And with that, we have reached the end of our evening here. Eric, how dare!
Fade's 2 for 2 and 2 hat tricks. Yeah, well done. Your Marb was on fire tonight. But thank you, everybody who popped by, hung out, experienced the end of Chapter 1 of Bloom and Rage with us. As I mentioned, for those that were here at that point in time, Chapter 2 drops on Tuesday. So we're going to shuffle the schedule a bit because your boy wants to jump into Chapter 2 on release day. So we will be playing more Bloom and Rage on Tuesday instead of Heavy Rain or whatever else we might have had planned. It is definitely going to be Chapter 2 time. And where we go from there, we shall see. Maybe we'll keep playing it on Friday. I don't know. Your boy is just super invested at this point, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait. So, but yeah, thank you everybody for hanging out. We did some double Marbin because we had all this extra time. Computer booting. All right, we're gonna buy a little time here while Rickshaw Tom loads up, and we raid on over. So, anybody have any interesting plans, fun things on the agenda for this weekend? Or are you just going to take it easy, catch up on your sleep, or unfortunately have to work because not everybody works, regular during the week? Anyume is heading out. You're exhausted. That is understandable, Anyume. And again, no one else feel like you have to or you're obligated to stick around and raid on out. Sleep is important. Please take care of yourselves, your mental health, your physical health. Your sleep health, your sleep hygiene is very important. So, have a good night. Anyume, hearts, hugs, and loves for you. Shopping and game group Sunday. That's it for me this weekend. That's cool. That's very cool. Yeah, I can't blame you for not watching my stream. I'm pretty boring. Saturday is a recovery day, and hopefully on Sunday I'll buy my new Jeep. Yeah, Seema, you'll have to tell us all about it. You'll have to tell us all about it. That's exciting. New vehicle day. Yeah, I'm just going to be... my goal tonight, I'm going to wind down for like an hour or so after stream. It usually takes me about an hour to wind down. And then just catch up on my sleep. Not set an alarm for tomorrow. Not plan anything significant for tomorrow. Just try to catch up on my sleep and rest the arthritic bits. Because, it sucks. Yeah. When it's one of the bits that you have to step on all the time, it just stinks. I was going to see BTO, but bought 2 Anchor power stations on sale. So no 4-hour drive to see BTO. That's a wise purchase. I picked up on as part of a Black Friday deal an EcoFlow power station, and then I also put $100 down on a different brand's battery solution before all the tariffs hit. So hopefully I was able to lock in my price on that for when that comes out later this year. But the two of those combined, honestly, I should have probably picked up some additional solar panels before the tariffs hit, but I have a 400 watt panel that folds up, so we'll see how well that does. Because again, you don't know what's going to happen in this crazy world out here, but to be prepared. And then I also have a Starlink dish now, so I can stay connected if I'm out going places. But we got the fiber at home, and that's cool. Should make my uploads for YouTube and everything so much better. Easter deals will save $250. Nice. Yeah, that absolutely sounds worth it. So once we get the alert here that Rickshaw Tom is going, we'll raid on over. And there it is. All right, everybody, let's cue this raid up. And again, thank you everyone for hanging out, spending your Friday nights with me. I'm always super appreciative of it. Thank you everybody for that hype train that kicked us off, the level 3 hype train. It is midnight, so we will save 3 dongs of the ringy dingy for next stream. We will kick things off next time doing that. And yeah, just thanks for being such an awesome, wonderful community. I was I was really stressed out and tired and everything coming into stream, but it always makes me feel better. So I owe that to all you wonderful folks. So we can send hearts, hugs, and loves to you all as we raid on over to Rickshaw Tom. Thanks for keeping work entertaining. Most people don't chat with. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, we do what we can, Mare Bear. We do what we can. So have a great weekend, everybody. You too, Seema. And I look forward to hearing all about what folks got up to when I see you on Tuesday. But for now, we just have to say so long and good night. So long and good night.
And butthole pleasures. It's not about butthole pleasures at all.
Perfectly timed butthole pleasures. All right.